Welcome back to Faith Talks. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. Today we're diving into a powerful message by Pastor Kyewoon Choi, based on Psalm 86:11. It's a prayer that feels more urgent today than ever. Teach me your way, O Lord. I will walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name.
You know, Sarah, we hear, united we stand, divided we fall, all the time in politics or sports. But Pastor Choi takes it deeper. He says no divided heart can stand. If your heart is split, your life eventually follows suit.
Exactly. And David, the man after God's own heart, knew this. He didn't pray for a stronger heart first. He prayed for a united one. Let's break down why that distinction matters.
Pastor Choi uses this incredible image of a rowing team. Picture a boat where 4 rowers are pulling toward God, but 3 are rowing toward their own comfort or control.
That's such a vivid picture of why so many of us feel burnt out. Mike, I love the point Pastor Choi made. That fatigue we feel isn't always from a busy calendar. It's often from a divided soul. We are exhausted because we are fighting ourselves.
It's that James 1 double-mindedness. We want heaven, but we're clinging to the world, and that division makes us unstable. It's a civil war where nobody wins, and the heart eventually collapses under the pressure.
So, how do we fix it? Pastor Choi explains the Hebrew word Yahad, to unite. It's about concentration.
This was my favorite part of the sermon, the magnifying glass. If you move a magnifying glass around over dry leaves, nothing happens. But if you hold it still and focus those rays into one point, fire.
He compared it to a laser. A laser cuts through steel because its light is Yahad, united in one direction. Pastor Choi said, God doesn't need you to have a bigger heart. He needs your heart to be a laser. A united heart can cut through any trial.
But what is the glue that keeps the heart united? David says it's the fear of your name.
People get tripped up on that word fear, but Pastor Choi used the illustration of a mountain climber. A climber on a cliff has a fear of the heights, but it doesn't make him run away. It makes him cling tighter to the rope.
Right. Here's a great paradox. The fear of the Lord is the death of all other fears. When God is the biggest thing in your life, the cliff of your circumstances doesn't look so scary. If you don't stand in awe of God, you'll stand in awe of people's opinions, money, or the future.
Let's talk about what breaks that laser focus. Pastor Choi identifies 3 big dividers: fear, doubt, and worry.
He calls worry a cracked mirror. A mirror reflects the sun, but if it's shattered, the image is distorted. You see jagged edges instead of the light.
I love that point. Worry doesn't change the sun. It just breaks your ability to see it. It makes us imagine a future where God isn't there. That's a lie we tell ourselves, and it chokes our faith.
So, how do we keep it whole? Pastor Choi says we have to do our part through spiritual maintenance. He uses the image of pruning shears.
An idol in our hearts is like a sucker branch on a tomato plant. It looks like part of the plant. It drinks the water, but it never produces fruit. It just drains the life out of the vine. Pruning those idols, whether it's reputation, comfort, or career, isn't a punishment. It's how we survive.
Pastor Choi gives us 3 simple practices to close. Remove idols. Uproot the weeds. Don't just trim them. Remember God's faithfulness. Gratitude is the glue of the heart. Honor the Lord daily. It's in the small choices, not just the big dramatic moments.
As Pastor Choi reminded us with the story of David dancing in front of the crowd bearing his body. Michal, his wife, despised as unkingly, but David did so in the presence of the Lord. He could ignore his critics because he had an audience of one. When our hearts are gathered at the feet of the heavenly King, we stop performing for the people in palace.
What a powerful way to live. Thank you, Pastor Kyewoon Choi, for this word.
This week, ask yourself, who are your spectators? And are you willing to tell your heart, we dance only for the King?
Until next time on Faith Talks, keep your heart united.
Amen.